We are many. Those that live beyond the veil of darkness where nightmares are born. Sanity knows no bounds, and men's thrives on the suffering of the damned. Rot in the solace in the souls of the weak. We have taken refuge here among the mortals in hope of harvest from innocence. Tread lightly in the search for the voices and stories of the departed. For in shadow hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own hidden demons, and brings to life your deepest fear. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality in the search for life after life? Have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered, and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have. Maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers that are hidden behind the veil. Shed off the blinders and open your mind's eye and listen to their stories. We are they. We are Incarnate Paranormal.
And what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? Happy Saturday afternoon to you. Yeah, no show last night. Got home. It's like, I just nothing in the tank. Woke up this morning about 5. Turned on the TV. Laid back down. Woke up about 10. Now I got energy, which is good. We're going to do an hour and a half, 2 hours now. Then gonna take a break, go get something to eat, run a couple errands. Then we'll do another show tonight. We're going to try to do the Goldfield basement video tonight, static camera. That's about 5 hours of looking down one hallway. So we'll try to knock that out tonight. So we are on to, wait, let me go ahead and get that out of the way. Yeah, it's noon. I'm starting on a Moscow Mule. Go figure, right? We are on to a new recorder. We are on to MDS recorder, which I said we were going to start. I went through and just figured out the layout of where we were. We do have night 1 in cell C10. Then night 1 part 2 we have in that I left overnight. When I told you guys on the last recorder that I'd left a recorder sitting while we were gone. So we have cell C10 and overnight for night 1. So what's up, TM? How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Welcome in on a Saturday afternoon. So yeah, let's get on over to the MDS recorder and see what we can get.
All right, this is Brent with Incarnate Paranormal. This is Nevada State Prison, Night 1, Visit 4. This is MDS recorder being left in C10.
So
test,
I just
test.
For a couple of the nights, I just chose random shit to put the recorders, spread them out under different areas that we hadn't before. One of the nights I put them like on 1 or on A, on B on both sides, on C on both sides, and D on both sides. So there might be some recorders where we get absolutely nothing, but we hadn't left static recorders in these areas before. So I figured I'd take a chance and see what we could get. So with that being said, let's get back to it.
We're down. 1010, there we go. C10 MDS.
We already got our first EVP. 36 seconds in. "36 seconds, first EVP. Look right here. This is probably going to make up for the majority of this recorder for C10. As you can look forward up on the scale, it doesn't look like there's a lot. I could be wrong. Let's hope. Let's get this saved. Probably not going to happen much on this.
You fucking sneaky
What do you mean, what scale? Oh, on the top above where the audio is, shows you where you're at on the file. It doesn't look like there's any peaks. It does not look like there's any peaks at all. But we've been fooled before, to where it's just so minuscule that I can't see it on here until we really get to it. So like right up, like where my pointer's at, right up in this area. It shows basically the full timestamp. So we'll figure it out as we go. Is that a comeback? I don't know if I could call that one an EVP. That might be an echo. We better not get 2 in a minute here. This would be cool if we got 2 in 12 seconds would be nice. But I doubt it. I doubt it. Where's point? Apply. We're going to have to go in and slow this down. No. Wrong one, Brent. Time and pitch. There we go. Let's see if we can slow this down. If they are around. Yeah? I don't know. I don't know if I can. Yeah, this one, I don't think I'm going to count. This one is really echoey. This one is really echoey. So we're going to debunk. Yeah, we're not counting that one. The more you clean it up, the more echo push to it, like it's coming from down the hallway. This one, we are not going to count. I'll go back later and clean it up more and I can remove it. But you're right, the first one also can be. But nobody else was talking. But we'll go back to it. We'll go back to it. When there's two people in there, you know my voice, you know Dead's voice. I don't know. And now this is what I mean when you look across the bar that I'm dragging. It doesn't look like there's a lot. But we found out this can be deceiving. Definitely one of those things, and yeah, it can be a footstep. That's why we wear soft-soled shoes. And I tell people that do not wear hard-soled shoes on an investigation because it will cause echo. I know people who wear cowboy boots. I know girls that wear flip-flops. I see all this shit where people wear, reflective clothing and loud shoes and use all the noisy equipment. Eliminate any possibility of possible noise interference. But I will say, if this is a bot in the channel, that's one of the cleverest screen names I've seen. Cult of Kittens. That's a funny screen name. Like when you make all the echo joke on a church or a cliff. Yes. And you know you're lonely when the echo doesn't answer back. As quiet as I know this recorder is going to be, when we get to the overnight recorder, I'm actually, as quiet as I know it's going to be. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be like, what happens with the spirits when we're not there? Or we can get a lot of communication between spirits. It's possible. I'm gonna do a second show tonight. Do some video tonight. That way we can just sit back and bullshit and watch a static camera for a few hours. But I just wanted to get started on this recorder, and we'll do another show tomorrow. I want to try to do like an 8-hour show. That way we can just knock out one recorder by itself. I want to get caught up. I know this is going to take a long freaking time. ad on that anyway, just to look. Goldfield Basement is 5 hours 17 minutes. Gunfight Room is 5 hours 9 minutes. What do Mahler drink? But it only because it only rhymes in Danish. Yeah, I'd have trouble with that one in English. I will say though, I got to start learning some other languages aside from English, some basics. You know, something that rhymes for echo. Honestly, I don't. More of my jokes revolve around ones you have to tell in limited company. My jokes would get me banned from Twitch, and a lot of people offended. Excuse me. Phobia. Oh my god. Okay. That's cheesy, but that's funny. Phobia. Yeah. Yeah, we're I'm also gonna have to start getting the videos ready for the show instead of just clips. I gotta put all the clips together. Thank God Windows has Clipchamp. Makes it a lot quicker. I say to put 6 clips together total, it takes about 30 minutes. But it's all worth it. But yeah, this one is. This clip's only 2 hours and 4 minutes. Thought they were a little bit longer than that. Oh, Jesus, TM. Wah, wah, wah. Ba-dum. Damn. I don't think I'm going to bring any more digital recorders this year when I go. Or next year. I think we're going to have enough digital recorders. More of an example. What random noise can echo back as pseudo words? Pseudo words, yes. Statements, no. If you get multiple words, I kind of try to rule echo out. Not saying it's not possible, but when you got 3 or more words and echo, it becomes tougher to debunk. I'm not saying it's not possible, just not as plausible. That's just my personal experiences analyzing audio all these years. When it comes to echo, 1 or 2 words, throw it out. Anything more than that, I look at it. Like I said, though, I could be 100% wrong. Because I know it also could fall into pareidolia. Part echo, part environmental. Anything is possible at that point. I was watching another streamer last night, and he was analyzing somebody's investigation of the Conjuring house. And I was like, I stayed around for a few minutes. I'm going, what these people don't know. I was just shaking my head watching the stream. It's like, what the hell? TM, yes, it was. Not going to mention his name, but I know he's been a paranormal investigator longer than I have. But with the Conjuring House, it's a whole different can of worms than anything else. Let me pause this for a second. A friend of mine in the paranormal field knew the previous owners. Previous owners of the Conjuring House. And I was talking to her one night. I'm like, hey, it's like, I know, you met Lorraine Warren. You've met, you know the owners personally of the Conjuring House. So we were just talking. She's like, let me tell you, Brent, don't waste your money. When the parents moved out, the house ceased to be haunted. The parents had attachments. Yes, there might be some activity there. They say they found, bodies of Civil War soldiers buried along the wall on the property. Entirely possible. But what happened in that house to the parents on a real level was more horrifying than what the movie said. The movie did a lot of damage to the Perrons as well as the Warrens. But it didn't say the real story of what happened to Ed Warren. After what she told me, there's no way you can convince me that that house is completely haunted. It's oversaturated. You have to go in with large groups, which means you don't get to put an true investigation in. So you're dealing with noise from other teams, pareidolia, natural sounds of a house that's built in the 1600s. So, yeah, I mean, there's so many factors that go into investigating now to be able to give an accurate investigation of what happens. But to each his own. I mean, if you want to believe it's haunted, go right ahead. And when people want to know the true story, do some research. You'll find it. But because of Hollywood, it's going to be the most popular haunted house in the world. Until the Amityville house becomes available to investigate, the Conjuring house is always going to be up there. Why is my camera not focusing? Oh, wow. But like I said, I know he probably knows as well. He probably knows it's not haunted as well as I do. But I know you mentioned the Conjuring house, you're going to get views. Many museums want to sell the building as haunted because it gets more people to see it. And the people who own it, when they bought it, they agreed not to do anything paranormal with it, and they did. That was a contingency of the sale of the house. From the people my friend knew until the people that bought it, don't do anything paranormal with it. And they turned it into a paranormal frickin', hoopla. So, best bet, market as a historical location, and stop all frickin' paranormal investigations. They'll not buy it if they can't cash in the price. Yes. But when they bought it, I think they got it for like $700,000, and when they went to sell it, they wanted like $2 million. No, they're cashing in on the paranormal lore. Marketing genius, yes, but it hurts the field. Many people will agree that the Amityville house is not haunted. Entirely possible. I mean, entirely possible. TM, I fully agree with you, bud. The problem, they cashed in changing the story just enough to make money on it. I mean, the sad part is Bathsheba, her grave gets desecrated and they had to protect it because people kept going and desecrating it, believing the movie. Was Bathsheba a real person? Yeah. Was it the spirit that was there? Probably not. You just got to do the research and find out for yourself. Otherwise, you're just going to be the next ZB. You're going to fall into every story. You're going to believe it. Everything's going to be evil. Everything's going to be haunted. No. Yeah, TM, they do it everywhere. If you can cash in on it, you're going to cash in on it. Problem is, or the benefit of that is eventually they get chased out of the field, which makes it good for all of us. I want one true good EVP off this section. Not too much to ask. But like you see, the people who watch the stream know how haunted this prison is. I mean, you've had several YouTube channels do paranormal shows on this: Ghost Adventures, Destination Fear, Project Fear, whichever one you want to refer to them as. And I'll go ahead and say the names, like the Haunted Side on YouTube. They did Nevada State Prison. Haunted Nevada, I posted the link for that in Discord. I'm waiting for that to drop so I can see myself on camera and how I actually did. So locations like this, yeah, you know it's haunted. These Hollywood locations, use your best judgment. And you notice when I'm on camera, I don't exploit the hauntedness of this location. Let you guys judge for yourselves. Go experience it. Yeah, it's the two YouTube boys. Edited in, or the big suitcase also be a anything's possible. Anything is possible in editing. That's why with me, you see me freaking turn on the recorder, and I don't play it until I play it on here. Unless I'm editing the videos together to make a clip, or to make a full movie instead of a clip, I don't touch shit. I want everything to be 100% legit. And that's why I do everything blind, or do all the audio blind. I don't watch the videos when I clip them together. I just clip them together, put it in a file, and then open it when we do it here. You know, it's... And that's why sometimes the last investigation, the videos jumped all over the place. Shit happens, but then you know it's like, hey, he didn't fuck with the video, he just fucked up. Yeah, a lot of these paranormal YouTube channels, I don't watch them all the way through. I just jump. As soon as it gets to like they say something stupid, I fast forward 30 seconds just to get past it. When you investigate the same location as some of these YouTubers or other streamers for that matter, and I'm not afraid to say it, as soon as they get into the bullshit, I just fast forward or leave. And it's like I'll call up the docents of the prison and be like, hey, you guys got to check this out because they're fucking with it. You can't screw with a location. You're just gonna hurt the location in the long run, and you may only ever go once. If you go twice, yeah. If you go more, if it becomes your favorite location, you frequent it like I do, just tell the history and try to get the answers. See what evidence you can get. Not too much to ask. That's why I want to try to do another location next year, including the prison. Like, and I've said this on stream before, there was a paranormal team here in Vegas that trespassed into one of the locations and here in just north of Vegas, and they streamed themselves doing it. They actually posted the video of them trespassing. You may pay a lot for the location, so you also want something out of it. That why I think you want to beat last time EVPs. Yeah, and here's the thing, and I've said this is a theory. The more you go back to these locations, the more the spirits are going to trust you. The more the spirits are going to be familiar with your energy. So yeah, I mean, we went from 436 to 469 to 498. We're getting like 30 to 60 more EVPs each time. Does that mean the spirits are becoming more familiar with us? Who's to say? But yeah, I want to beat the EVPs, but I'm not going to mark something that's fake. You know, you guys have called me on it before. Hey, Brent, that's an echo. You know what? You're right. We can go back and delete it later. Or we can delete it now. You know, majority rules here. So it's... My theory is the spirits get to know you and they trust you. And yes, you're going to get more each time because the spirits start recognizing that you're not going in there and to antagonize them. You're talking to them like a normal person. So granted, yeah, each time you're going to get something different. And if you've noticed, the only matching EVPs that we've gotten on this show are Go Away, Get Out, or something like that. There's never been true matching EVPs. Like, hey, fuck you, bitch. Same location next year. Fuck you, bitch. You know, it's like, then the next time it's get out, bitch. You know, or some shit like that. Or I killed the bitch. You know, we got that one. You don't get that the next time. Does that show intelligence or just complete coincidence? Who's to say? Because there's no exact science in the paranormal. There never will be an exact science in the paranormal. It's all guesswork. Best guess scenarios. So yeah, I want to beat the previous investigation. If we only get 300 EVPs on this investigation, am I going to be disheartened? Yeah, but I got 300 EVPs that I hadn't previously gotten. So I keep an optimistic lookout. Whatever we get is something we didn't get before. I mean, let's go back to the first recorder real quick while I got this stopped. We've got a lot of get outs. We never got any wasn't that fun. We never got Brent's got to stop in here. That shows intelligence. Brought a lot of pains to me. That's intelligent as hell. Sacrifice the bitch. I mean, come on. We never got that before. As long as you get us home around 9. I don't know. It's like some of this weird stuff you just can't explain. Especially when you're the only ones in the prison. So it makes it easier to confirm when you're the only 3 investigators on property. And the only other ones there are the docents. The more people, the more potential for fraud or for mistaken EVPs. But no matter what we get, I'm happy with. But other investigators will be like, no, we got to beat it. I want to beat it, but if we don't, oh well. But again, I want to beat it. That's why I keep getting more recorders. The more recorders means more potential for evidence, but it also means more of a potential for letdown, which some of these recorders we've experienced. All of these spikes could be a potential EVP. So you're forced into listening to it, which I don't mind. Remember on the second investigation of the prison, we had a recorder where this was like every few seconds. And I actually sent that one to the docents, and they couldn't explain it. They're like, we can't explain this. It's no wind. Uh, yeah, could not debunk it. All the locks, yes. And like I said, they listened to it. They listened to it. They're like, Brent, it's we go in there every day. We're in the prison virtually minus the winter months. They're in there every day, and they're like, we don't hear this activity. We just don't. But since we can't confirm or deny it, that would have put us over 2,000 pieces of evidence. You know, it's like you hear that click, click, click. It's like, what's going on here? Yeah, the batter that stick on the door. That. Hold on a second. I'm about ready to sneeze. All right, sorry. That could have been a nightstick hitting the bars. A residual of the nightstick racking the frickin' bars like they used to do to get their attention. You know, it's when they're that loud, we didn't hear it standing there, which means it's residual. But how do you go about confirming that? We still heard the footsteps, but nobody is going to fake evidence like that. And if somebody would have, you would have heard me react. Hey, what are you doing? You know better than that. You know, knock that shit off. You know, you take those into account where it's you identify people making noises. You hear me do that all the time on these recorders. You know, hey, Deds is taking a footstep. You know, hey, Susan's coming up and she shut the door. Chris sneezed. You know, something. We always identify that. But when somebody's not around, you would have heard the footsteps approaching. And there was none. So, you know, you take the good with the bad and try to maintain a certain level to where I'm just not going to count this shit. This is not paranormal. More doors seconds after, yes. So you know nobody was around. Going, wait a minute here. This is something we have to pay attention to. So we are we're figure 40 minutes into the recorder. Time wise, time stamps on this recorder, if I were to say something, it'd probably be around 5 to 5:30 p.m. It was like each night, Susan's like, can you get here early? Can you get here early? Damn right we're going to get there early. That gives us more time to investigate, more time to set up, more time to play around. You know, game on, but you know, like 5:30 ish. Like you're hearing a lot of these cell doors. This is all residual energy. This is all. No, she's like, stay as. She asked us to get here early, then just tell us to stay as long as we want. We had it till at least 3 in the morning. If we 2 to 3 in the morning, if we wanted. So you figure get there at 4:30 to 12:30. No, there's at least a docent there to make sure everything's okay. At least 1 or 2 docents. Let's put it that way. They just basically with me, and I hate saying it like this. Hey Brent, just go do whatever you want. You know what you're doing. Have at it. And I just take off like the second and third year, and this your 4th year. Hey, I'm going to set up. Okay, Brent, you know where you're going. Everything's unlocked. So here comes Brent. I just take off with my case and get everything set up. Come back, and she's like, "You set up?" It's like, "Yep." Okay, let's start investigating. She doesn't trust many other people in the prison like me. Like I said, the second year I saved the investigation and still brought the prison money. And I think that showed a certain, but like I said, saving the investigation like I did, still bringing teams in to raise money for the prison, I think that showed a little professionalism that she wasn't used to. I'm never going to do the prison wrong. They've always been good to me. Susan, Chris, Joe, Tammy, Michelle, they've all always done me right. I've got no reason to do them or the prison wrong. I'm going to keep going back, doing the investigations like I do, and they're friends of mine. I've made personal friendships with them. And we always get evidence. We always get evidence. Now I just need a full body apparition. Once I get a full body apparition on camera, I'm going to be set at the prison. It's like, oh yeah, now they're going to come out and play for real. But yeah, I know they see it. Hey, Brent's a good customer. He comes back, he pays, he brings people with him. But he does it right. Are you going to retire then? No. I'm never going to stop going to the prison. I'm never going to stop investigating. You know, and that's a lot of these teams go in, they provoke, they antagonize, they say shit they're not supposed to say. And I saw it firsthand on night 3 this last year. You know, one of the other teams, one of their team members, went in and started provoking, doing something I told them absolutely not to do. They went in and did it. They got attacked. I had to go freaking save them. So, yeah, I'm going to keep doing it right. Keep doing it the way I do it, and Yeah, just a lot of cell door sounds. At least we're getting something. Not voices, but at least it's not straight silence like a lot of these other recorders. And again, we still have, get up here, Dead's, Dead's, Dead's recorders, which is 3 of them. Or 4 of them. So we still have, let's see, 1, 19 recorders to go after this one. That's why I said put a toothpick on them so you can see if the handle has been moved. Yeah. Toothpicks, yeah. Problem is you've got 1,000 cells, but most of them are stuck open. Most of them you have to use a lever to close them, and you close them all at once. The actual cell doors to go into certain areas, there's the 3 doors inside on A, 2 doors to go into 3 doors to go into execution. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 6 on the cell blocks, so 2 on each side. There's not that many doors, and some of them don't open. So that's the hard part, is going through and figure out which doors open frequently. But where C10 is at, there's no door close. Now figure 3rd level, there's only 1 door close. Yeah. But remember again how much echo is there in the prison. We've dealt with echo a lot. Especially with the doors. But 1 or 2 of them, yes. Okay, 1 or 2 of them, let's just put this out there. 1 or 2 of the times we hear these doors, yes. But not to the frequency we're hearing. Okay, you got 1 person coming through, 10 minutes later you hear it again. We're hearing it like every 2 or 3 minutes. This is like a 6-year-old going in and out of the house. And these prisoners, like I said, the prisoners were kept on lockdown most of the day. Yeah, they went out, they had yard time, they had rec time, they had meal time. And some of the cell doors were kept, depending on the block, were kept open during the day so they could intermingle, then just close during nighttime. But like I said, the cell doors are the ones that slide. So this has to be a cell door for the security or the cell door leading for the prisoners to get out. Because yeah, they have the doors on each end of the cell block, but their cell doors are like barn doors. They slide and lock. So it's kind of hard to determine that. Now it's, do I just want to get rid of some of the audio recorders and go with GoPros? Problem is, you get the GoPros and you need the gimbals, and the gimbals are expensive. But I'd like to do a whole lot more static video. We'll determine that after this investigation, though. But like on B, C, and D, not a lot of foot traffic up there. Most of the foot traffic is up to Execution, and that's off B. Uh, so from where you enter Execution on B to the other end of the cell block is quite a walk. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some more looking next time I go up. But from my knowledge, some of these places, yeah, the toothpick on the door, yes and no. The only real toothpick on the door you need is Execution area. I don't know. You notice these sounds are repeating. Every couple minutes, it's the same sounds. Which leads me to believe it's probably residual energy from the guards. Doing the same routine every day, every minute, every day for years. That energy is just imprinted onto the environment. So I think this is probably the guards going into their corridor, shutting the door, walking down the hallway, going out the other end on the corridor, opening, shutting, and locking the door again. So I think this is residual from the guards, not necessarily the prisoners. Yeah, it will. But I think this is residual from the guards opening and shutting the doors every 15 minutes. Because I know they constantly had to make loops all day long. They just had to walk around the entire cell block all day long. And there's not really the good thing is there's not really a draft inside the prison. There's a couple areas where windows are broken where yeah, it's an issue, but not to what could damage anything. Yeah, we can still hear the road. Like I said, these recorders are sensitive. You know, we've dealt with this for 4 investigations now. The prison is right by the highway. I mean, we can hear sirens a mile away. That's one thing you take into consideration. Oh, we can hear the road. Yeah, but how far away can we hear the sirens? You take the good with the bad on that one. Sorry about that. I should have muted it before I took a drink of water. I saw the mic spiking. I'm like, oh shit. And like I say, you listen closely, you can hear sirens. And that's got to be more than a mile away. So, like I said, that shows you how sensitive these microphones can be. Now, this shit just repeats. Yeah, it really repeats. We're gonna have fun with it. Like I said, at least we're getting doors clicking, something. It's not that white noise all the way across. I think this evening we're going to do the Goldfield videos, or the Goldfield basement at least. Maybe the gunfight room, I don't know. Gunfight room gets dark fast. Need to get all the freaking videos to the prison done. That's a tough one. I don't know, TM. I've never really talked to him about it, but I can. Nobody. Well, the docents say yeah, they hear doors all the time. Uh, the docents who take care of the prison, they get activity day in day out every day that they're there. As far as the other investigators, not that I'm aware of, but according to Susan and the other docents, I am literally the only one who sets up recorders throughout the prison. I am the only one that sets up 20 plus recorders and GoPros spread out through the prison grounds. I'm the only one. Everybody else comes in with their GoPros, their cameras, their video recorders. They walk in with their spirit boxes, doing their thing, and they go from area to area. They don't set up like I do. But the docents, yes, they hear it with their ears. Is it the age of the prison and just a breeze entirely possible. But they have heard things, but not to the extent that I get on recording. When I sent Susan a clip of the doors locking on the previous investigation, she goes, Brent, she's like, I don't hear this. We carry recorders with us and we get it occasionally. But to hear it to this frequency, we do not get it. She's like, but yet again, you're the only one who comes in and sets up this much equipment. Usually people are plug and play investigators. They go in with what they can carry. So you take that with a grain of salt. Take it as you will. It's like I go in geared up beyond any other investigator. But confirming it is another thing. But yes, to answer your question, they have heard it with their own ears. Just not to this extent. So, I don't know. I can't explain that. If they said they've heard it, I 100% believe them. When they say they haven't heard it to that extent, I believe it too. So. There's a crow. Yep, that's definitely a crow. Interesting. Crow again. Same crow. Waiting to hear the orange in the file. Oh, okay. And the GoPro Hero 12 is on sale. Ooh. Might have to get that for the next investigation. And that way I have 2 8s and a 10 and carry the 12. Might be a good idea. Oh, the Black Friday sales. You ain't lying. It'll go down cheaper by Black Friday. I want the full media package though, with the gimbal and the GoPro and the battery and the light. If they do that, I might just jump on it. But that's all I need now. Is I'd have to get another case. If I get another freaking GoPro, means I have to get another case to carry on the plane, or a bigger one. They set the price before Black Friday, so it was normal or a little higher than normal on Black Friday. Yeah. But honestly, I think I have enough gear. I think my next big purchase is going to be a laptop so I can maybe stream from the road. More than the scam there. Yeah, because they got to import it. Unless you guys have a GoPro factory there. Yeah, they got to pay all the import fees, so you're going to pay a little bit higher of a premium. At least I think. I'm not sure. We are what? I think there's they drive back on their dog food with Samsung. Oh wow. I might get, instead of getting a GoPro, I'm thinking on just investing in a good like video camera with a good light. That way I can get good footage when investigating. Also, she is sponsored by Samsung. Must be nice. I'm like the only one who actually analyzes paranormal evidence on Twitch. You would think people would be falling all over themselves to sponsor. As popular as paranormal shows are, you would think, hey, this guy's doing what other people don't. He's a limited niche in Twitch. Doesn't have a lot of viewers, but he's the only one doing it. Let's invest in that. He can use our product on investigations and on camera, and he can put the logo on his stream. You would think. As popular as paranormal investigating is, they would do that. Because most people just play their investigation videos. They don't analyze it. They just play it and replay what they think is evidence. We're the only ones who go in and dive into the evidence, break it down, and try to analyze it. I'm the only one. Come on, sponsors. Petty it up. I'll wear your t-shirts. I'll put your logo up. I'll drink your energy drinks. And no, I'm not begging for sponsorship. Honestly, I could give two shits less. But it'd be nice. Big hot tub streamer. And I hate those people. Yeah, I'm gonna video myself in a hot tub. Because I get a bathing suit and I can get the viewers because men are stupid. Yeah. But they coming in, they get the traffic. That's all that matters. If I thought it would bring me, I'd do a paranormal hot tub stream if I thought it'd do me any good. I shit you not. And for donations, I'd put on a freaking bikini top. You know, it's stupid, but yeah, I would do a paranormal hot tub stream if it was possible. Why? Because it'd be stupid enough to get the clicks. I am what I am. I is what I is. I clicked on one of the hot tub streams because I thought I knew the girl. Because it was from Vegas. I'm like, wait, do I know this one? It's like, nope. Bye. Deuces, I'm out. And that's a funny thing about a. Let's get through this part first, then I'll rant. Fucking crow. A second crow. Huh. Oh, that's funny. One of them for make a parody hot tub wears an old man swimsuit from the 20s and read from a feminist book. Because he has a degree. Oh my God. Now that's funny. Like a lot of these people who go into these hot tub streams or any streams, like on whatever website, whatever platform, they watch them because they think they might have a chance with these women. They dump tens of thousands of dollars into tips, thinking that these girls are going to fall at their feet. What's up, Windsor? How you doing, bud? It's like, oh, I donated $500. Can I have your phone number? Nope. Mod's like banned. Then the viewer's like, I want my money back. Nope. You saw the disclaimer. You don't get your money back. It's a donation. It's like, wah, wah. Just done. And I don't feel sorry for these people. They're dumb enough to freaking give these women hundreds of thousands a year. Go for it. Just got off work, 8 hours OT. Nice. And just be aware, Windsor, today I'm doing 2 shows. I'm going to end this one here in a few minutes, but I'm going to come back later tonight, and I'm going to do the Goldfield basement video, the static camera video, to see if we get anything. I wanted to start into the MDS recorder because it's 4 parts instead of 3. This recorder on night 1 is the one I left overnight. At least we have something to listen to. It's a crow, but it's something. Like I was following one girl and she ended up getting banned like 3 times from Twitch. She got banned, appealed it, won, banned, appealed, won, banned, appealed, won, banned, didn't win. So she went on to other websites to expose herself more. You figure that out. It's like, yeah, you do you. Yeah, like these girls have accidental nip slips. They get a $5,000 tip, then they get banned for it. And they don't realize they just got 20,000 more clicks to their website because of a nip slip. It's like, really? You guys are going to crack down that hard? It's called an accident. Or an accident. What's up, Ecto? How you doing, bud? Good to see you. How you been? Tired? I feel you. Yeah, $60K a month. Try taking a nap before your stream and dog would not shut up. I feel you. I have a cat around here somewhere. Woke me up at 5 this morning by jumping on me. Turned on the TV, went back to sleep, woke up at 9. It's like, yeah, I got some energy. Let me get a couple things done and I'm going to do 2 streams today. I'm starting on this recorder. Then later on tonight, I'm going to do the static camera from the Goldfield basement. And that's like a 5-hour video. Won't be all done in one night, but it's something. I gotta get back to regular streaming and catch up. Being down for 2 months really hurt. So we've only had one EVP today. We are an hour 18 into the video, and the EVP was 36 seconds in. It was basically, look right here. My roof is still damaged. They have not done anything to repair it. So this is from the first recorder. Basically, let me pause this real quick. This is from I'm going basically the recorders, just at random. They haven't touched anything, TM. And they're refused that it's been over 2 months. And we're still getting quotes. So it's like, yeah, I'm filing a complaint with the state, and I'm getting an attorney, and I'm going to retire off this. They've got 30 different units, and nobody's had anything touched. But anyway, the EVPs we got off the first recorder were Get Out. We had a sneeze. When I said we'll be back later, got a EVP response of that's cool. EVP wasn't that fun. Who's that in my? We couldn't figure out the rest. Brent's got to stop in here. I see that. Brought a lot of pains to me. EVP we couldn't figure out. It sounded like should have been here when you were on break. Another one of Sacrifice the Bitch would be nice. And as long as you get us home around 9, and I'll buy it. That was the EVPs on the first recorder. So a lot of good EVPs where we're at 15 EVPs and we've just started the second recorder out of 24 or 21 plus 4 GoPros or 5 GoPros. So we've got a long way to go. Are we going to get to 498 EVPs? to beat the previous investigation, I don't know. It'd be nice, but as I said earlier, talking to TM, if we get 200, fine. If we get 500, fine. It's whatever evidence we get we haven't gotten before. I'm happy with it. But I want to try to, the goal is to beat the previous year. The more familiar you get with the spirits, the more they trust you, the more they're going to communicate. And that's my theory. I've had them ask for me when I'm not there. I've had Susan, docent of the prison, text me and say, we had the spirit box on and the spirits are asking for you. Where's Brent? So hopefully we can get to that point. When we get to the last couple recorders and get to the countdown to 500, then we can celebrate. If not, we have fun with it. But as I said before you guys came in, the recorder that we're working on now, night one, there's 2 parts to night one. Basically, while we're all there investigating, then I left a recorder there after we left. When we shut down for the night, I ran back up to execution, turned on the recorder, and left it until we came back the next evening to investigate. So I think we got about 6.5, 7 hours of audio that we got to go through when nobody was in the prison. So this one, that I'm looking forward to, even if it's dead silence. Yeah, and I was talking about this before you guys came in with TM. He had asked me if they had heard these during the day, like when the docents are in there. Yeah, they've heard them, but not to this extent. They're there, like, minus winter months. They're in there every day, taking care of the prison. They're cleaning. They're making sure everything's up for the investigators. They said they bring recorders, and they've heard these door bangings, but never to the extent that I've gotten on my show. They've never heard this many door bangs or door locks or any kind of residual activity like this. They don't hear it. But they've heard the door bangs while they're in there cleaning. Who's to say what it is? It could be anything. A solid minute? How about a solid hour and 20 minutes of it? It started the second we turned on the recorder. We're an hour and 21 minutes into this. It's been going for about an hour and 19 minutes. Just every couple minutes we're getting these bangs, which leads me to believe it's residual. I said this to TM earlier before you guys came in. My theory on this is, because it's every few minutes repeating, this is residual energy of the guards going down the corridor. You know, they had their guard corridor and the prison corridor. They'd open the locks, come in, shut the door, lock it, walk down to the other end of the corridor, unlock the door, go out, close it, and shut it, and lock it again. So this might be residual energy from the guards walking up and down the corridor, opening and opening and unlocking and locking the doors. That's my theory on this. This is residual energy from the guards, nothing more. But again, we can't count it as evidence because we can't confirm or deny it. Otherwise, we already have like 500 pieces of evidence off one recorder. So we made the rule after the second investigation that unless it's just purely evidence and something that we can't debunk, we won't count it. Like, we've had a couple loud bangs that it's louder than this. So we actually had one. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Which one would this be? Would be 10. Okay. Let's pause this real quick. And where are we at? 123.20. 123. Unless it's something this loud, let me go ahead and play this. This is one of the EVPs we did save because I couldn't debunk it as loud as it was. Unless they're this loud or this obvious, we don't save them. Be warned, guys, if you guys got headphones on, this is loud. See, that's louder than all the others. You hear the normal click, but it's literally right by the recorder. All the others aren't. You've got a double lock. This is like a double lock. I don't know. It doesn't sound like a door lock. It sounds... I can't explain this one. We've had a few of them, and when they're this loud and this prevalent or this defined, this is what I said I'll save as evidence because it's so defined. We have it on video. But remember, all the doors, as I told you, are barn door style cell doors. They slide shut. They don't shut like a normal door and lock with locks. They slide and then lock. But there's no slide here. These are original cell doors that slide shut. So I might be able to find a picture. Just let's get back to the 123.20. There we go. Let me see if I have a picture. I'd have to go into other files to find it. Give me a minute. Yeah, these are pictures of the cell doors. No, you can't. You can't twist the lock. These are the cell doors. They slide shut and lock immediately. You can't use a key to lock these doors. So the lock theory, not possible. It is not possible to lock these doors. You can see there's no lock on these whatsoever. Barn door, and there's a lever at the end you pull to lock and secure them into place. There's no twist key. The only twist keys are the ones on the doors for the guards. Let me see if I can find that. I'm sure I do. Just gotta find it. Or we can wait for video, which we might have to do. Okay, this is kind of the guard's hallway. You can see the keyhole for the guard. Once you get on the other side, no. Not a possibility. But this is in a different cell block, by the way. So yeah, on twist locks, no. Unfortunately, no. But anyways, on that note, guys, we got an hour and a half of this video of this section done, which is kind of where I wanted to be. Like I said, there's going to be 2 shows today. I'm going to do one later this evening. We're going to load up the video from the Goldfield basement static camera, and we're going to go over that. Like I said, I promise you guys we'd do it. Tonight's as good a time as any. Then tomorrow we'll get back to Nevada State Prison on this recorder. Hopefully finish this section up and get into the overnight is what I'm really looking forward to. So anyways, guys, with that being said, I thank you for being here for hour and 45 minutes. We only got 1 EVP, 36 seconds in. We know that happens. So guys, y'all take it easy, and I'll see you later this evening. Thanks again for being here.